welcome back. It's Crystal and Jen here, and today we will be making not one, not two, but 3 different meals for you guys. Jen, what meals are we making?
Well, we're gonna do breakfast meals, and these meals you are gonna be able to keep in the refrigerator for 5 days. So that's good, because then you'll have, you don't have to cook it day after day, right? So
nice for meal prepping.
Yeah. So we're gonna start with the breakfast egg bites. We're gonna do cauliflower tots, and then we're also gonna do homemade turkey sausage. So yeah, it sounds good,
amazing.
right?
Yeah. All right, let's
get started. All right. So we're gonna be working out of these diabetes cookbooks today. They're really awesome. This one happens to be for newly diagnosed people with diabetes, and it has a good little guide in the front of it. It has lots of good information. The other book we're gonna use is the diabetes cookbook. This is a book next to or after this one. So lots of good recipes in these books.
Yep. And we'll be giving these away to anybody that comments while supplies last. So comment on our video down below, and we will reach out to you and we'll get you one of these cool books, okay?
We're gonna start with the tater tots, the cauliflower tater tots. I'm looking forward to making these. I've never done them before, and I think they're gonna be super healthy. So we're gonna start, we have our cauliflower, we have our broccoli. It takes a little bit of breadcrumbs. It has feta cheese in it, onion, a little bit of salt and pepper, and 1 egg. So Crystal and I are gonna get started and put it all together. You can use a food processor, but you can also chop it. So if you don't have a food processor, don't worry, just chop that stuff up. I wanna read a little bit of this recipe to you. So first we're gonna preheat our oven to 400. So we're gonna do that at 400 and start, so get that started. And then how this reads is, in the food processor, combine the broccoli, cauliflower, onion, and pulse until chopped well, but slightly chunky. So we wanna leave it, we don't want it pureed. And then if you don't have a food processor, that's okay too. You're just gonna chop everything as fine as you can get it. So that should be okay. And then after we're done with that, we're gonna transfer it into a mixing bowl. Crystal and I have went ahead and chopped the broccoli, onions, and the cauliflower, and we'll take a cup each, the cauliflower and one more in there, and then also the onion. I'll get about a cup of that. And then we'll go ahead and get the food processor. And we'll post that. That looks about good. So you don't want to do it too much. Remember what it said. Remember, we're making like a tater tot, so it would be like almost a texture of like a potato and a tater tot.
Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and add all the ingredients together. So we got our 1/4 cup of our breadcrumbs. So we'll add that in there. We have our 1/2 cup of our feta cheese. Add that in there. We got our salt and our pepper. I'm gonna add a little bit more pepper. I love pepper. And then we're gonna add our 1 egg. Go. And then we're gonna mix all that together. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells amazing. Okay guys, so now that we have it all mixed together, we're gonna go ahead and spray our pan that we got already prepped. And we're spraying it with extra virgin olive oil. But you can use whatever you have in your house, coconut oil or... Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and grab a tablespoon, and this is gonna be kind of a guide on how big you want your tater tots. So now that we have it all mixed, kind of just goes together just like that, and then put it on your pan. Okay, so now that we have our cauliflower tater tots measured out and they look all pretty on our pan, we're gonna go ahead and put it in our oven, and we're gonna put it for 10 minutes. And then we're gonna come back, flip it, and we're gonna do it for another 10 minutes. So it's about 20 minutes altogether, okay?
Crystal and I are back with our second recipe of the day out of 3. We're gonna make one more after this. This is a homemade turkey breakfast sausage. So the good thing about making your own sausage is that it's less sugar, and most of the ingredients we have in our cupboard anyway. We're gonna use some fennel seed, some ground sage, salt and pepper, and some thyme leaves, and we have that here. There's just a little bit, and we're gonna go ahead and mix that into our ground turkey. We're gonna go ahead and put our turkey sausage in our little bowl here so we can mix the spices in with it. And that was all our spices. Again, sage, fennel seed, salt and pepper, and a little bit of thyme. So just mix that in together. You can just do that with your hands. You want to get it all through the turkey. And you can buy turkey, you can buy sausage at the store too. It's just another way. If you like to cook and do things a little differently like we do. So this way, if you actually really want to know what's in your food, you've put everything in there. So we have straight up ground turkey, and then our salt and pepper and, ingredients. And then we'll just make little patties out of these, put them on, and then we'll put them in the skillet over here that we have going. All right, so this is the third of our 3 that we were bringing to you today. And so this time we're gonna do some breakfast egg bites. And again, these are good for meal prep. And that's one of the things Crystal and I really like, is being able to have that prep already in the fridge for a couple days. So you're not trying to make too many meals, but yet you're making something and eating something that's good for you. All right, so with this one we have our eggs, obviously, and then we're gonna start with our sun-dried tomatoes, mushrooms, salt and pepper. We have some cheese. We have a bell pepper, red bell pepper. I think they choose red for the color too. We talk about having our food look good. And then spinach. And so we'll go ahead and get that ready. We're gonna mix our eggs and get all this ingredients in there, and then we'll meet you back in a few minutes. All right, so we got our mixture, got it all mixed up, and it looks actually delicious. So we have some options too, just to let you know about. So we have this tray that's gonna make a little bit smaller egg bites, which I think would be good. I'm gonna use those ones. I would prefer those ones. You can also use these bigger ones. Remember, you wanna spray these before you put your egg mixture in so they come out nice and easy. And then you can also just take a little knife or something when they do come out of the oven to break them away. But make sure to do that with the spray. And then also we have this egg bite. These are a little bit flatter. As you notice, the pan, it's not as deep. And these also are a way to make them, so another pan. So something else to think about would be the carbs, if you are counting carbs and thinking about carbs. So there is only about 3 grams of carbs when you're eating an egg bite. That's gonna be in a pan this size. So, and when you fill it, you're gonna fill it about a quarter, maybe almost to a half full. All right, so these ones are gonna be smaller, obviously, so you would get probably a few more, less carbs if you were eating, size, portion-wise with this pan. This pan's very thin. It would probably be equal to this pan. They just cook in a different way.
Okay, and you wanna make sure you only fill them a portion of the way, so that way they can have room to expand. Okay, so now that we got them all portioned out and ready to go into the oven, I just wanted to mention that we did use on some of them a plant-based egg, and it's made from plants. So we have that in there also. And then we're gonna put them in the oven. We already have these ones in there. We're gonna put it for 20 to 25 minutes. So let's go ahead and add this one. All right, guys, we're back. We finished all the 3 meals. Jen, what meals do we have here?
So we have the cauliflower tater tots, which turned out really good, very tasty. Also, we have our egg bites, and we have them in 3, like we showed you on the pan. So there's a thinner one. We have the little minis. So those are bite size.
They're perfect.
And then here is the regular size in the cupcake pan. So also we did make the plant substitute. That one turned out good. And then we also made our sausage, our turkey sausage. And so there you go. And all this can be packaged and put in the refrigerator for up to 5 days. So again, this is good for your meal prep. Just grab this in the morning before you head out to work or whatever you're gonna do and have a little snack. Also, so you wanna remind them about the books.
I did wanna mention again that we do have these books and they are available.
While supplies last.
And then please comment, like, and subscribe below. Bye guys, see you next time.
See you next time.